Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Ready, break.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Now.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
First down, New Orleans.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Got it.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. All right. Let's go.
Ready.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Coaching spell 91.
Throwing again on 2nd down. McSorley. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Out of the shotgun, McSorley. Oh, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Lock in, lock in.
Bravo.
Now it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go! 180! Watch front row. Come on, D!
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Saints'
6
40.
yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Shift! Watch the shift!
They'll try and run for it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Get the ball! Check, check!
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. We're scoreless after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Watch the run, watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very under pressure. They got him again. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Alpha.
They go play action now with McSorley. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back up. They got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A give running right is Joe. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Buying time to and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit?
Oh, Chubb fumbled it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, 30, the 20. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They will run with Grant. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. I got it. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. I'm on. 94 is the mic.
Be crippled.
Off of play action, it's McSorley. Hard throw, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And, they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, You're only going to fool them for a second or so, and guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about,
rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A big play there out of Kamara. 58 yards. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Clinton Dix there for the stop. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now McSorley. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, exit. Pilot, 64, weak, snap.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Go! 180!
44. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On 1st down, Grant. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
44 is the mic. 44.
On on 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky, he sets to fire deep. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Watch it. Hey, Delta. Ran, up.
44.
Hey, alert.
44. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
6'6". Pull it.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that's caught inside the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
90.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
They run it again with Kamara. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The Saints on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 44.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Hey, two.
Switch.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Flushed out right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Looks good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah. It's caught inside the 25. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing here, Trubisky. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
Bofo's the Mike. Mike's Bofo. Yeah. You don't want none.
They'll run with Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. On 4th down, here's McSorley. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
Now Chubb. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bears, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take